upcoming project as well.
I know. We do.
Spies Are Forever. It's a musical.
That song may not be in the musical.
But
It's
it's
probably
very catchy.
not in the musical. Because that's when because we delivered the finished edited video to them, to Clark and Pierce, who form the band Talk Fine, who will be doing the music for the show. Spies Are Forever.
A new musical.
We gave them that video like on Sunday morning, and then we released, and they like sent us all the music, and because they scored the video too, so it had all that like scoring in the beginning. So they did all that, and yeah, they did like, because we were like, maybe it'll be like a 7-minute video, and it was like a 10-minute video. And
it's long.
There's a long video, and
yeah.
we're like, and then there's got to be a song in the end, and they did it all. When we were at Ann Arbor for the Michigan thing, Eric Congill, who I don't know if you've ever met him, he's like written a lot of StarKid shows, and he like Twisted, the Aladdin one.
I loved Twisted.
And he was one of the writers on that, and he was saying, because that was right after our campaign was like almost done, and he was saying how like his favorite part of the song is, "Hey, what you doing, American Wild? Hey, what you doing, American Wild?"
Why did you guys decide to sort of set out on this adventure of a spy musical?
I think it was like, we need to do something else. We need to like.
How long has Tin Can Brothers been around and
about
doing
2
stuff?
years. Come January.
Okay. Wow.
So, yeah, which is a fair amount of time.
And Tin Can Brothers is you and Brian Rosenthal
and Corey
Lubowitch.
Mm-hmm. 2 years is a long time to be working with just 3 people and stuff that we've, I think, been putting out fairly consistently in terms of like sketches and stuff. So, I think with the 2 sketch shows last year, and then
which I loved.
Thank you guys.
It was so funny.
And then the videos, it's like, I think it was just kind of like, can we do something else? Can we like do some sort of long form narrative, which would be better? I think there were thoughts about doing like a short, or doing like maybe even writing a movie, and it's like, that'd be fun. But it's also like just a little bit out of the realm of like what we would be capable of right now. So it was like, why don't we just do a musical? I remember I came home and one day, and they were talking. They were like, "What if it was like an American Revolution, like those kind of spies?" And I was like, and we were like, we talked about that for a little bit, and the problem is that Hamilton's musical right now, and I was like, I don't know if you could do an American Revolution thing and have anyone think anything else but Hamilton. And then I listened to Hamilton. I was like, this is the best thing that's ever come out of Broadway ever. So it's also like, we cannot stack ourselves up against that in any like form of connotation.
Probably wise.
And then on top of that, we like did a little bit of research, and we're like, no one's done a spy musical. There's one spy musical called Codename Cynthia, and it's at the Spy Museum in Washington, D.C., and they just did a reading of it. And it's like a musical or a play based on like a real life spy.
Okay.
Whose name was something, not Cynthia.
Right. Interesting.
Cynthia's actually a character in our show.
Oh.
Spoiler alert.
Oh.
So we went, great. We're good. We can do this and not feel like it has connection to anything. Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited. It's long right now. The script is 94 pages long. Which I brought
It's the length of a movie, though.
I know. I brought that up to a few people, and they're like, for a musical, it's not that long.
Not
I was
too
like,
bad.
Okay. I mean, it's not like single spaced or and block letters and
I'm sure it's
paragraphs.
fine.
There's a lot of action described and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm so stoked.
No, it's fun. We got to do some editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's kind of like what's going on.
Spies Are Forever. This in 2016.
It's a musical.
Come
it's
see
about
it.
spies.
It's about spies. It starts in March,
spies.
right? I
Yes,
keep wanting
March
to
11th.
make it start in February.
Yeah, actually, today pre-sale started for tickets for Kickstarter backers.
Okay.
And then starting tomorrow, anyone else can get pre-sale tickets
Sick.
Until the 14th
Great.
of December.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
this'll be up
that's
before
there's
then.
plenty of time. But yeah,
Perfect. Yeah, come
so
see it.
if you want, you can tickets on sale. It's at the NoHo Arts Center in North Hollywood.
I'm so
Los
excited.
Angeles.
I have been in a musical, but not a stage musical.
Of course.
I haven't been on stage in 4.5 years.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's exciting.
A long time.
That's very exciting.
Woo!
That's the thing with Tessa.
I'm
Tessa was
nervous.
like, I haven't done a show in like
Yeah.
such a long time.
And I miss that. It's kind of funny that you guys asked me to do it because this summer I was like, man, I miss theater. But it's really hard to, theater in a lot of ways in LA is just like difficult to make happen. And
Well, it's a very interesting, I mean, there's a lot of great independent theater, like kind of the theater, you know, the regional and the companies that have, that do plays and new works and stuff. It's a very tiny community. Yeah, I don't know how people break into that, really.
I don't either. And I don't know. I've found on the whole for the amount of time that it takes, which I'm excited to do this and I'm not like saying this about that, but to do theater consistently is just not
There's not
very
an equal return for
no,
the amount of work you have to put
it's not a
into
lot
it.
of money,
Totally.
and I don't really know how people who do it consistently like make it work because it's
Well, that's why we had to do a Kickstarter, because it was
Right.
just like there's no way to do this.
No.
Other than like
and it's
being able to fundraise and make the actual production happen.
It's not like something you can just. I've had such an itch to be like, let's just like get together and do a play, but you can't do that.
Really?
Like
Yeah,
it's a
like, we're
lot
gonna
of
do it.
work.
Yeah, and this is already going to be when we're writing it. Sometimes Corey's looking over at things, and he's like, how do you expect to do this? And we're like, I don't know, we'll
figure
make
it
it
out.
happen.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
there's some funny stuff it's gonna be a good chance.
So get your tickets. Spies Are Forever. It's a musical. Okay, shall we try to...
Let's put these suckers...
Okay, well, not yet.
Oh.
Ahead of yourself. Close, though. First, we are going to use the Limage Podge. Where'd it go? Oh, here.
Okay.
And we're going to just, dab on the outside of the branches and then, glitter them so it looks like snow on them.
Gotcha.
So while we're doing this, I would like to play a game that we always play here on Craftversations. And that is a game called Hanky Panky Marry or Kill.
Ooh, yeah.
And I thought it would be appropriate for us to do, spy people, like Bond ladies and Bonds.
Excellent. Excellent idea.
So, I'm not actually super well versed in Bond ladies. Have you seen
either.
Spectre?
I have.
What did you think?
I thought it was good,
No, everybody really was bashing it, and I didn't
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was just very much... I mean, I also listened to the Nerdist interview with Daniel Craig recently. And it's funny because he's just kind of like, yeah, we just were excited that we got to finally do, our Bond stuff.
Yeah.
We got to do the Bond stuff that we've been waiting to do for, 4 movies.
Sure, yeah.
So there's a lot of, it's fun. He drives cool cars and...
No, right? Whatever.
And, and drinks a lot. And
That's what he does.
stuff like that. So there's this movie has that kind of going for it, which the other ones didn't, and were a little more artsy, I think, and
Sure.
outside the box of Bond. And I think people were like, "What?
Yeah,
we
that's
wanted
true.
that again." And he was just kind of like, "No, it's we wanted to do this."
Yeah. I mean, I liked it. But I'm not an expert on Bond ladies. I also kind of want to give you... Did you see Mission Impossible?
Oh, I did.
Whatever. I want to give you that girl, Rebecca Ferguson, because I thought she was
so good.
amazing.
That movie was very
Great,
good.
right? I
Yeah,
loved it.
I quite liked them.
I did as well. Okay, so I'm giving you her, although I can't remember her character name, and I feel really bad about that. So sorry, Rebecca Ferguson. You're amazing. Should I give you Eva Green from...
Ooh, who played Vespa Lynn?
Yeah. See, you
She
know
was so
better
good.
than me. And who else? Who's the quintessential Bond girl? Clearly need to do my research on
okay.
the women in these roles.
You could go Famke Janssen from GoldenEye.
Oh, yeah.
But she was evil, so this is gonna be an easy answer.
Okay.
So I'd kill her.
Okay.
No, this is hard. Actually, because she's great. No, I'd kill her because
Okay.
she's evil, and all the guys she sleeps with in that movie, she strangles them with her legs.
Oh, wow.
So I can't have that happen to me.
Pretty cool, though.
So I'd kill her, and then I'd hanky panky with Eva Green, and then I'd marry the girl from Mission Impossible.
Right?
Because she was awesome.
She's so awesome.
She was so good.
Those are good answers.
Yeah, and
I like
she just had so many skills.
So many skills.
She was so competent in her job, and
lady.
Just that motorcycle scene was cool.
So great. I loved her. I was like, and I loved that they never kissed or anything. They like never made it.
No, you never made it like a romantic
I was
thing.
like, heck yes, this girl's awesome,
Yeah.
and she's not just like the love interest.
Yeah, she was
totally
like
dug
equally
it.
as competent as he was, which was like
It was awesome.
great fun.
Yeah. So okay, your turn. Give me
Okay.
spy dudes.
Okay.
Spy guys.
Do you know like any of the Bonds like very well?
No, I've only seen the recent ones and some of the Pierce Brosnan ones.
Okay,
I've
well
never
let's
seen
say
any of the
Pierce
Sean
Brosnan
Connery. Okay.
Bond,
Okay.
Daniel Craig Bond,
Okay.
and then Austin Powers.
I've never actually seen Austin
But
Powers.
you know it
I
enough
know.
to know what's. Okay.
But can you believe that? Look at my little
That
tree.
is very nice.
The Mod Podge is still kind of white, and it will go clear. But I'm really happy with that. That looks very cute. Okay, well, sorry, Austin Powers. I'm gonna kill you.
You kill Austin Powers? He's fine.
I don't want to hanky-panky him.
It's true. That's fair.
Don't think I want to marry him either. I'm not super into Pierce Brosnan either, but maybe marrying Bond is just a bad idea anyway.
That's true. That is true.
He is not probably
He's not
gonna
reliable.
be faithful.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll hanky-panky Pierce Brosnan and marry Daniel Craig.
That's cool. He seems honestly, if you were just going on people, Daniel Craig is clearly the coolest.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him.
He is funny. In this interview, in this Nerdist interview, he just doesn't give a
Really?
about anything.
Really?
No, he's like very much like I don't care. I don't care about
awesome.
interviews. I don't. He like before the Bond, he essentially was like, I wasn't gonna like do anything. I was gonna be like, nope, I don't want to do interviews. I don't want to do anything. And they're like, you have to do this, please. And he was like, all right.
Yeah, I kind of like it when celebrities kind of feel confident to sort of come out and say how stupid everything is.
Oh, yeah.
And kind of buck that trend.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would ever be brave enough to do that.
Yeah,
but
if I ever got to a place where I felt like I could and be okay, like and still be okay after
it's like,
that.
Daniel Craig is going to be fine.
Like I can't do that now and be
No,
like they'd be
no.
like your career's over, man.
Yeah, of course
Whatever career you have.
not. You
But,
do have a great career.
We're all working on it, you know? We're all trying.
You have got
We're all-
more TV than me, and that's the thing that I really want to get after.
And you've done a lot of films though.
I have.
You've done a lot of films.
I have.
I have very little film
I
experience.
don't mean to poo-poo my films. I do love them. I've gotten to do 6 feature films that I
That's
have.
amazing.
I have a lead in 5 of them, and one's more of a supporting. I love doing films. Actually, I'm like really itching to do a feature again because it's really fun to like just sort of disappear from the world for 6 weeks and just like really hunker down and work on something.
yeah.
And sort of when you're on a film, you're there 12 hours a day, and it's just really easy to just get very immersed in what you're doing. And
Oh, of
I love
course.
that. Let's answer some questions from our lovely viewers. What are some of the advantages and disadvantages of creating, writing, producing, and performing your own material as opposed to being a traditional actor in other people's visions? Like everything, it's good and bad because
Yeah.
I feel very lucky in that I've gotten to do a lot of meaty parts in my career, and I'm very thankful for that. But like a lot of actors who just make their living doing like TV guest stars and co-stars maybe don't always feel that way because it's just like you go and you do it and then you're done, and it's not like you.
Yeah, but it is that. But it is on the flip side too. It's that feeling of like clock in, clock out.
Right.
Like very
It's
like
much more of a just
you go.
like,
There we go. I'm like doing my
I'll
job
work.
and.
Yeah.
And that is nice. That has its like advantages at times.
For sure.
But again, like if you're creating your own stuff, you have control, and that's kind of as an actor in a career where you feel like you have none, no control over anything you do. Or
It's true. It really is.
It is nice to like
to have that.
to feel that and go, okay, like I'm creating my own opportunities. What's hard is that you're constantly like, it's hard to produce your own stuff
It's
because
so hard.
you know, it's like that weird catch-22 of like you don't have the money to produce your own stuff because you need to, like, you know, because there's such a monopoly on like all of the money, because you know we live in a place where there's the studio systems and stuff like that, and so
I think
that's a little tough. But
I don't know. Yeah, it's just very, very difficult to produce your own stuff. I'm not sure if that is very apparent on the outside, but especially when you're just getting, like, you need lots of people involved and you need lots of money, and it's just really hard.
Yeah, when you're beginning, when you're all kind of starting to do that, which I think it's safe to say that as much work as anyone who's watching this has seen us do in our own projects, we're still all coming from a place of we don't have an insane amount of resources. And I haven't done enough or to be able to just say, yeah, we can just do another project now. It's like you kind of have to start from square one every time still.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like, that's fine because you find new and fun creative ways to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. But it's hard. It's hard sometimes. And that being said, I feel like the gratification, personal and otherwise, that comes from completing your own thing is much greater.
That's true.
And I love that feeling. I mean, even with just this show, like starting the Spy show, it's like I know it's going to be a lot of work from here on out until the show, but I go, you know what? It's going to feel great once this show happens and is up and people get to see it, and you know, and I think that's something that is like worth it.
I think so too. I don't know. I definitely never saw myself as like a creator in that aspect. I'm not like the most that's not true. I'm pretty creative, but I'm not good at coming up with stories and things, and I never saw myself like doing as much YouTube as I've been doing.
Yeah.
But it's just, especially if you're an actor, I think that's what's the hardest thing about being an actor is every other field, like writers, directors, cinematographers, you have the tools you need to do what you want to do. Actors are literally at the mercy of everyone else. Like, we have to wait for a job to come our way or for a project to come our way. And so finding ways, even if it isn't like writing or whatever, because I'm not good at that, but a lot of actors are, which is great. Just ways that you can be active and proactive and feel like you're not just like sitting around waiting is very important to not going crazy.
It's
I think.
Very true.
I think.
Whether it's making tiny little
Christmas trees.
Tiny little Christmas trees.
Or writing a spy musical.
Yeah, or, you know, playing Star Wars Battlefront, which you asked earlier what might be my afternoon, and that might be some of it.
Yeah, I like that. I've been playing a lot of The Sims myself, and it's really embarrassing. It's very embarrassing.
The Sims?
Yep. Sims free play. Get it for your iPad and watch your life dwindle before your
fade away.
You've both played such well-known and beloved literary characters. What were your methods for updating them with your own personal spins? I mean, like you were saying, probably when you went into doing yours, you didn't realize that, you know, it would become sort of like...
Yeah, I mean...
Oh yeah, that version of Ron Weasley.
Yeah, honestly, it probably... Whatever I did was just, I mean, most of it was in the writing that the Langs and Sir Brian Holden were able to convey in that character. I mean, but as time went on, it's like whatever Ron was mainly just a lot of me. That character has more me than any of the other characters I had played in the StarKid shows. Just it's more of a heightened version of me. If I was a lot more jealous, if I had a short temper and got angrier more. So I don't know, and that's, I guess, and that was kind of what playing extremes, playing kind of like the extremes that you know, with Ron too, with like the loyalty of like to Harry. It's like playing like that loyalty to an extreme. God, I'm really loving this one now.
That looks so good.
I'm really liking this tree.
That looks great.
So, yeah, what about you? For the
I don't know.
Bennett.
Yeah, again, like, in a similar way, like, when I started, I didn't obviously ever imagine it would become as big as it did. I think I would have been a lot more nervous in that regard. But, yeah, it was there in the writing, and that, like, obviously, if you're going to update Lydia Bennett, she's going to be a party girl. Which was really interesting for me, because I had never played a character like that before at all. And then, all of a sudden, like, that's what people saw me as, and I was like, wait a second. But, I mean, I've talked about this at length over many things, so people are probably tired of hearing me talk about it. It's just the differences in our version in terms of there being 3 sisters instead of 5, and that just really changed the dynamic, and it was just really cool that we got to explore so much rich stuff with Lydia that you would never see in a normal Pride and Prejudice adaptation, because she's just very much not given that opportunity to sort of, you know, grow and evolve in that way. And I'm so glad that we didn't have to play Lydia Bennett, who does not care about her family or her sisters and just does what she wants to do. I'm so glad that we got to do a different version of her in that way. And I'm proud to have played that. Proud
rock
to
and roll.
Lydia. Yeah, rock and roll.
Very cool.
Very cool. How you doing?
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about this one. I'm looking at that gold, and
you know, and there's not much
I'm thinking
of
I maybe
it.
want to add some snow onto this one, just a little red and a little white.
Yeah, I like that. In what ways do you think being a part of StarKid and having that audience has affected your life or changed you as a person?
Well, it is absolutely 100% changed everything about what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I can attribute more of that to, I mean, all of it, you know, if we take it a step back to Michigan. Mm-hmm. It's like if I didn't go there and I didn't meet those people and work with those people.
Isn't it weird to think about that? How your life would be different?
Yeah. It's like, but it's 100% true there, where I go, my life would be so different. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I would have moved back to California. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I mean, we have been oh, God, I used a lot of this. I'm almost done with this white.
That's okay.
We have been so lucky to be able to do what we've gotten the chance to do over the past couple of years. With all the StarKid stuff, and it has been, it's been unbelievable. So, I mean, in terms of how it has changed, my life would be absolutely 100% different.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't trade any of it and all the experiences and all that stuff for anything, because it was awesome, and it's been amazing.
That's
so cool. Yeah, so that's kind of like,
I love that.
That's kind of, you know, how I feel about it.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. I added a little green on this tree, and I am happy with it. Cadbury's or Hershey's?
Cadbury's.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
100%.
they're the best.
100%. Harry Potter or Star Wars?
Wow. You know, at this point in my life, Harry Potter.
Me too!
Yeah, it's like, I like Star Wars, but it's like Star Wars hasn't...
movie?
Star Wars, I'm very, very excited. Yeah. But totally Harry Potter, because I wouldn't be... I wouldn't be doing anything that I'm doing without that guy.
Without that Harry Potter guy.
That man.
All right, so we've got our trees all glittered.
Hee hee hee.
Look how good they look. Got a few different types of glitter. I've just placed them in the little cups for now.
They all fit pretty well.
They do.
This guy jingles a bit.
Yeah, we might want to glue them later to make them a little more solid.
I like that little guy.
He's so cute, right? Or she. It could be a she tree. A she tree. I like all of them.
Yeah.
This is great. Okay.
It's good stuff.
And now we've got these weird...
The star's bigger than the little one
stars,
itself.
yeah. To put on the top.
Ooh, yes.
And then we're going to try and glue them to the top if we can. Look at my sad lopsided tree. I kind of like it, though.
No, that's nice.
Someone's wondering if we have any pet peeves.
I thought we were going to say if we have any pets.
If we have any pets.
If we have any pet peeves.
What's your pet peeve noise? Someone was asking this, and that's a good question. You know, like the noise that you just like, oh. can't stand.
Well, I can tell you what really ticked me off this morning, and it was me being in my room and hearing the buzzing of my neighbor's phone through the wall.
Oh, weird.
And just being like, answer your phone or turn off your alarm or whatever.
I hate the sound of, like, somebody brushing their finger against a toothbrush bristle.
Really? Like,
yeah.
that kind of sound?
I hate that.
I'm trying to think of other things that tick me off. You know what a big pet peeve of mine is when people are purposefully vague about, like, what they're doing.
Oh, really?
Like when you go...
I do that.
Like when... Really? Oh my god, it drives me
I do it online.
crazy.
I try not to do it in person.
Well, no. Like if you were texting someone and you're like, where are you? And they just go, out. Or you go like, okay, are you like coming back any soon? It's like, I don't know, just got a few things. And you're like, just what are you doing? And like,
answer my question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts.
I can see that.
I feel good about you too.
Oh, those look so good. Breakfast. What's your favorite
I'm giving
breakfast
to my parents
food?
for Christmas. Say, guys, I made you something.
I made you this.
What's my favorite breakfast?
Yeah. People really want to know about breakfast.
I really like kielbasa.
Kielbasa for breakfast?
I love kielbasa.
Oh, no.
My parents my mom, that was like a big thing. And I like that with like eggs or oatmeal.
Oh, I like that. That's a very hearty breakfast.
Yeah.
I've been having a hard time. I love biscuits and gravy is my favorite.
Yeah.
But obviously I can't eat that anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
But my dad has gotten pretty good at making me gluten-free biscuits and gravy.
Really?
Yeah. Ah! I'm doing very badly.
This is going to be so ignorant, but does gravy have... gravy is gluten.
Yeah, it usually does, because flour is
a
a thickener.
Yep.
Not most, but a lot of sauces and soups and stuff like that has flour in it.
Soups? Like all chowder and stuff.
I miss clam chowder real bad. Well, have we done it?
These look so good.
I think we've done it. Ta-da! And look at that holiday cheer that we just created.
There's some joy, and I think you could probably add stuff to these too.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. Well, Joey, anything you would like to plug or promote before we say goodbye?
There's been some good
There has been
cheers.
a lot.
Cheers to you guys. Cheers.
Holiday cheer to you.
These are great. No, this in the spirit of the
impressed.
holiday season. Just I hope everyone has a good
Aw.
Christmas or Hanukkah or
That's so
Kwanzaa,
kind.
whatever you celebrate. I just hope you have a nice holiday season.
Likewise.
This was lovely.
Ta-da!
Thank you.
Thank you, Joey, for being on the show.
Of course.
And happy holidays to you.
Yes.
Bye. I'm gonna clap again. Excuse me.
That was a good clap.
That's probably fine.
When you see your mouth go, know that the sound syncs up right there.